Today I have for you guys a really cool, fast bike. So this is the Laifook. So this should be the battery. Here's the website, and here is the box. So this box is pretty light actually. Oh, this is the front wheel. It's supposed to be the battery here. Mag rims, interesting solid fender, and the battery. Check this out. This is pretty heavy actually. I believe the charger. This is the biggest charger I've seen so far. This is 54.6 volts, 15 amps hour charger. This is the biggest one I've seen so far. A street tire, nice thread, and it is 20 by 4.5 inches. 180 millimeters, massive battery. This is 50 amps, 48 volts. It has here capacity indicator. And this is how the bike looks inside, packed reasonably well. Look at the seat, very soft, looks very comfortable, integrated like a classic motorcycle seat. Foot pegs for the second person and a second seat in the back. This extension raises up and connects here. 2000 watts rear hub motor, dual rear suspension, standard budget Shimano SIS 7-speed drive, good street tire pattern, grippy. Finally, a big battery integration that occupies all this empty frame space, and it looks good. Super smooth frame transition, and I like how they did this branding cutouts. The front fork looks really good, adjustability knobs on the top. It does not look cheap, inverted through axle, looks solid, good brakes and grips. Here's a Thunder Black version, it's fully assembled, and I have to say this bike looks fantastic in person. This is the best deal I know today on the market for 2000 watts rear hub motor and a 50 amp hour battery in this electric moped style format that sells for $2,200 US only. And you get really good parts here, but let's take a closer look. The bike looks really cool. This is a higher end version compared to Milad DK300, and this is 48 volt 50 amp hour battery. This is insane. And what I like here is this battery integrates so nice in this frame. Here there's a little bit of space. I think this can be done more elegant, and this handle can be maybe like, you know, hidden inside, and have here a pouch for like your cell phone, your camera, your like keys and stuff. You have to see how this battery comes out. Look at this thing here. So entire thing swivels outside. Really clever, really easy to get the battery out. Plug in the key, slides down, remove the connector. You can push it like that and comes out. And here you press this knob and the battery comes out. This is perfect for those that do deliveries in New York or in the sea area. Make sure you line them up, and it goes down. Connector, push it back in, spring goes over, push it back, lock on, and you're good to go. Scrapes a little bit, but once you like do it a couple times, it goes away. You can put some grease in there to smoothen out, but this is how it looks inside, and it's really clever. The rails on the side, 48 volts, 50 amps. This is right behind Anyoki and Yahura. And this frame, if you look closely, very nice, very smooth, thick bars. Compared to Milad, those are very thin. This is like really thick. This is carbon steel, so super strong. And the way it's done here, it's super smooth. All the welds nicely done. Here a little ugly, but it's not a big deal. And this seat goes over, so frame-wise, if you are riding by yourself, you can remove this seat and have this like a classic, like a chopper, like close to Harley Davidson vibe. But if you have two people, there's foot pegs here out of the box. You don't have to worry. Very nicely integrated, and you can actually have a second person in the back. Would be nice to have here like a little like L-shape bracket to keep your butt in place, but even like that, you can hug the front person and you'll be fine. Good paint, and these thicker tubes make such a big difference. This Laifook or Laifook or Fock, whatever how you spell this, I don't know. It's a weird name, but the bike looks cool. This Laifook Thunder, they need to hire somebody to make a really cool design. This logo on the front, I like this. So maybe this logo can be maybe increased and placed on the side, or maybe here somehow on the side, and maybe just leave here the numbers, the voltage, the capacity of the battery. But if you look, this is nice touch here. The frame looks really cool. I like how they integrate everything. The welds are not super clean, but well enough for this price level, and no integration. Basic parts, you see Shimano CS shifter, Shimano CIS cassette, but 2000 watts rear hub motor. Let's do acceleration test and see how this bike performs. Maximum 5th level assist, let's see what it does. Maximum throttle. This is what you get, 23, 25, 29, 27 on the GPS. So this is your acceleration. And we have to brake here. Yeah, brakes are awesome. Yeah, acceleration is not bad. On flats, it's pretty good actually. 35 miles an hour, not bad. Just throttle. Let's see how we get this time. 19, 20. And there's a 3 miles difference, 25. Yeah, I feel acceleration is decent. It's not super torquey. I think it's good. Uphill, it's a bit slower. Here's slight incline, you can see it's not as quick as on flats, especially when we have slight decline. It just goes much faster. So the settings are very mellow, all set up to save your range and give you as much possible miles out of this battery. But if you're in the flats, it actually goes pretty fast and picks up speed really nicely. The bike is sick, 2000 watt motor, 50 amp hour battery. I was expecting some hard pull and some tire spinning, fast acceleration, and unfortunately it is set up very mildly and a soft start. The acceleration, torque are on the low side, but if you let the bike build up speed and run longer stretch, you can get some decent speed. I reached here 39 miles an hour top speed, which is not bad for a 240 pound rider, and it was freezing cold, low 20 degrees in Fahrenheit, which can be a factor. If you ride on a slight slope or incline, the bike will reduce speed to 36 miles an hour. On the next day, it was in the high 50s, sunny, warm, so I decided to go for a second speed test run, and I managed to reach 41 miles an hour top speed. Warmer weather, lighter rider will give better results closer to advertised numbers. If you pedal, the bike will accelerate faster and feel more nimble. Range test. On the first day, temperatures in low 20s, brutal cold, covering only 15 miles in range. I could not continue riding, it was just too cold. And the second day, the temperature was in the high 50s, sunny, beautiful, much warmer, riding on the 5th maximum level, covering 42 miles in range. The bike felt more nimble, more power. In the spring or summer in the warmer weather, you should get so much more range out of this setup. The lights, let's see. Look at this. It hits far. Very concentrated spot, and it's super wide, so amazing light. And you can also push it lower in the city if you want to see like a spot in front of you, and you can also lift it up, and when you lift it up, look, it hits like really far. Very good lights. Let's see the back. There's no turn signals in the front. I wish they upgrade that and put in the front also, but this is how it looks in the back. Super bright, very good definition, like limitation between the brake light and turning signals, so really nice. Brake light, enough brightness, not as bright as the turning signals, but still pretty good. Same hill, 20%. Come on, let's see what it does now. 9 miles the same exact way. Yeah, very mild settings, mostly to preserve the battery and give you more range. Look at this massive charger. We have a fan here. It's pretty loud, and that's to be expected from 15 amps charger, and it will take a little over 3 hours to fully charge this battery from empty, which is really fast. This bike has some serious motorcycle attitude. The wide front fork gives this aggressive sporty look. The levers, the grips, the geometry, despite being low and compact, which I really like, makes the bike very responsive and comfortable to ride. No gaps or empty spaces. The frame and components are well balanced. On the looks and design, I have no complaints here. Pedaling is not the most comfortable for me, but I'm 6'3" and it's doable. It's not that bad, but they kept the pedals in this design so you can still call it an e-bike, ride anywhere, and avoid all the legal restrictions.
The suspension only adjustable in the front, soft in the back, plenty of travel, back or front. It is so smooth with no rebound noise on the way up, going over bumps, big cracks, potholes. Riding this bike slow or fast just feels good. Very comfortable on long range rides. There's no rattle or shaking or moving parts noise on this frame.
Soft and a lot of travel. There's no adjustability, it's a budget one, but still very plush, very soft, very comfortable, especially going over the bumps. And you have this 20 by 4.5 inch tires that really help together with suspension, really makes this bike super comfortable. And really good front shock, and this is inverted. Really, look at this thing, look at the ring here, look how much travel you get, and it's adjustable, and it's not a cheap fork. It's really nice. This fork's sell between $350 and $550 online, so really good quality. Not high performance, but I would say mid-level. Really good action, and you have here adjustability. Usually on these bikes in $2,000 price range, you get like cheap stuff like the Milad, but this is actually a really good front fork. This calipers, it looks like it's made on a block of aluminum. It looks like it's CNC'd. It doesn't look casted, so this is important. What do you guys think? Yeah, it looks like it's CNC'd. It's two pieces put together here, bolted in. So really nice brakes, and they're beefy, they're big. Also, the size of the pads, almost like a 4-piston brake. So nicely connected, wraps into the frame, all the wiring well managed. Beautifully done, guys. Solid, short, but good kickstand, spring loaded, good brakes, nicely done, good levers. And here you have rubber. This grip's actually above average. The same console we've seen on Yoki and other bikes. This is good stuff. I like this brake levers. You can see here, one finger can be used and plenty of room to have gloves. Nicely wrapped here. I don't like this part. I rather have this all the way down and hide that. I'll be removing that. You have a big screen. Let's power this on. No key, no password. Just press the button and it's all on. You have 5 levels of assist, and you have here some specs. Just to the bike out and the light on off, and 0 assist. And we have this CIS 7-speed shifter, which I don't like. I would rather have something like a Livio, something underneath that, you know, the black one that's a little better looking than this. 7-speed cassette, and we have twist throttle. Very good grips. I like these levers a lot. Clean. For this price level, you can get something nicer and upgrade, and everything else looks really clean. And the wiring here, this part I would replace. It looks kind of like cheap, and run the wires all the way down. And you can see here it goes into the case. It's beautifully done, guys, and it's affordable. $2,200 for this bike, for this performance, for this design, for 2,000 watts and 50 amp hour. This is insane. I would rather see here 60 or 72 volts, but that's probably coming in the future. But even for 48 volts, this is outstanding. Battery indicator.
Overall, amazing bike and price level. The only thing that I would change is the power delivery setup. The bike is locked, and I think for safety reasons, and set up to give you the most possible range out of this setup. If you're craving for torque and power bursts to get to 40-45 miles an hour mark as fast as possible, get that rush excitement, then I suggest getting a custom controller. Swap it and this bike will fly with this component. But if you're okay with chill, comfortable, fast rides, then this bike has it all.
If you're looking for a bike that's not aggressive, like soft, comfortable, long range, this is, I think, one of the best options. And also, what's cool here, you can upgrade this bike so easily. Like, there's nothing to do, just get a DIY controller, swap it, set it the way you like it, and you have a good battery, and not good in a sense of like high discharge or the biggest capacity. It's a decent 50 amp battery, and with 2,000 watts rear hub, you put any DIY controller and you can squeeze a lot of power out of this setup. And the frame is actually really, really good. So the bike overall, design-wise, I like it. You have really cool frame, nice body, good fenders, plastic, don't make noise, nicely connected, good suspension. You have good kickstand, very nice tires, good front suspension. You can upgrade the rear, very comfortable seats. You have this addition, second person, rear seat, adjustability in the front, like good brakes, good console, big screen. And let's see if you have here a USB. You don't have USB here to charge. But anyway, like overall, good posture. You can, you know, use the foot pegs. You can sit in the back. You have a second person. You can add here like more storage, like pouches. You can move this back and forth. You can adjust the angle. You can adjust the suspension. Good light, good components. Like brakes are amazing. So out of the box, I didn't do anything to adjust them. Very well set up. So the bike for $2,200, it's a good mid-level setup. And if you want to go crazy and get like 45, 50 miles an hour, or at least get to 40, 45 and get more aggressive acceleration, like faster, like stronger punch, you can do that with this bike. It has everything, just like swap the controller, or if you can hack this controller and unlock it, that's even better.
All the links will be down below. Take a look, ride safe, and I'll see you next time.